This is the story of 1991 Mark of Beast, 2025 Tribulation of 7, on December 7, 2025.
Okie dokie. The mark of the beast is seen in your eyes as transhumanism and also as transsexualism, but it's basically the old iron to clay story. And it's been played over and over and over in mankind's history if you take a look. The last time we got a mark of the beast in recent times was 1991 with the bite of the Apple cell cage smartphone. Oh, it's smarts. So DID doesn't mean I did or I didn't do that. It means digital identity, and that connects you as a twin. So you're given a virtual self to go with your digital identity that you can control. However, the mainframe controls your digital identity. So if they turn you off, then all of you gets turned off. So DID is the next step in the loyalty program to restrict all movements and freedoms. And what is the beast? Well, the beast is the alter ego to man's natural urge to reunite with his origin and his inception.
This section is called Mankind's Natural Format. Man has an inner feminine aspect that draws inward like a fractal in reduction, saving all of the spiral's actions. Man also shares the contention of the masculine aspect that spirals outward in expansion and is reduced to definitions and containment when he tries to go alone without the feminine aspect.
It's just like operating a seesaw. It doesn't work without a partner, and if you have one and leave him in the lurch, then eventually you'll run out of fun. The mark of the beast is a continuous action and development of tactics to turn man away from his natural fire or motive. The era we're in is of laziness and no accountability, which nature, naturally, automatically counters with zero trust, or everyone is accountable.
Laziness is a development of trading our natural conveyance of aura, soul, life, and air for a temporal and temporary convenience. We have traded our eternal conveyance for cycles of conveniences that perish and decay till dead.
So what does that have to do with beliefs? Well, in the sound, it says belief, and that's a blowing in the wind. Believe is an exit, like where are you going? Is faith really fiat, which means by decree of some guys? If you hold something in your hand, is faith then needed still?
God is a force or an operating system, the OS. Man wills realities. God provides the playing field. Philosophistry chases away the obvious and turns men into sophomores. Faith is never permanent. Philo chases away God and natural order.
She meant to say philosophistry or philosophistry, the love of sophomorishness. Unfortunately, that's where everyone is today, permanently sophomores. Not only do we watch cartoons all the time, we behave as cartoons. This makes us asleep at the controls of our own reality, and we're easily pushed around into any direction. We're now transitioning as a society from a build-up to where all are not accountable in the zero trust DID era, and that removes all controls of sovereignty. You lose your domain over your thoughts and your movements. But this current system is called the Biome Menace in the back rooms, and it literally takes control of all life on Earth, from the lowest to the highest, man. And it's connected to the ubiquitous Wi-Fi surveillance state operators and machines. It's basically 1984 versus Brave New World, and it has been written.
Oh, and a chat partner responded to that and said, "Where is your evidence?"
Well, the invasion's done with mimetic warfare or repeated messages and constant chicken coop stockings, except with poisonings of the air, food, and water. I have all the info, mate. I've been storing and documenting it since 911 in 2001.
Yeah, and we responded, still, we have a Swiss VPN cloud with all the removed websites of relevance since 2004. We wrote a 2.5 million word info site and compiled a dozen books of the information. Believe me, all are asleep at the controls of their sovereignty. Ignorance is preferred to fighting it. Fear is a powerful weapon. The solution is very easy, but laziness has won the day.
Not only are 7-day weeks designed for the weak or to weaken us, but the 7 has many hidden stories because it's the entrance to the final triune of 1 through 9, the 7-8-9. 7 is an idea of 2 ideas. Do we save the N, or do we sever the N? The N represents the central figure in the alphabet, or the child of neutrality and multiplier. But if you hold down the multiplier and steal from it, what eventually will happen? Winning is easy. It flows like water. The Wi-Fi is chop, 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 and cut, 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 corner, corner, corner. The 1 through 9 scale is a triune of 3 sets of 3. 3 squared is 9. The first set is 1, 2, 3. The middle set, where we live, is 4, 5, 6. The third set is 7, 8, 9. The central figure of the entire set is 5. That makes the 1, 4, 4. 4 is coming in to get the 5, and 4 going out, leaving 5. That leaves 5 as the central figure. It looks both directions, toward the inward and toward the outward, just like you and your body. The 1 through 9 represents your triune nature in more ways than one. The symbol 5 and its shape can see to the left coming inwards or the right going outwards. The 5 is a merge of the angel and the angle, the feminine and the masculine. Its angular form looking to the right, and its angelic form retaining everything that has preceded. All of us are born from the perfect circle, the O, or nothing.
God is not a judge, or a he, or a she, or a persona. To claim that is insidious. Man is an occupier of God as a spark, or fragment that lives permanently inside his heart. God also exists outside man's skin as God's expressions and the plasmic creative source of reality made from the air and the water, which is sourced from the invisible fire of God. God does not think, and to place yourself inside God's mind or intelligence is anti-God.
The prophets are actually now, once they die, prophets for politicians. Each of these men had unique experiences. And the word unique, it's 2 parts, uni for one, or the I, and Q for the one who lays in wait. You know, speech lays all of us naked to metalism, the old clay to iron, iron to clay story.
Language and speech have collected every secret and every revelation, but folks are way too lazy to look. We are becoming metal so as to stay as density beings for millions more years. Is that what you want? Transhumanism and attempts at owning God are all through time. Iron to clay goes back to Babylon. I know ignorance is bliss. Let's be less. I observe, I validate, and earn. I reject cockamamia theories, relinquish ownership.
Yes, when we take on the theories as valuable, then we give up the value of owning it. The Bible makes the sound of Bible, for a reason. It's hiding and obscuring the feminine nature and the force of nature. It's clear as the air if you step back from your nose being in the book. The book spelled backwards is cube. Shekels are from Babylon and became money, but they're shackles to provide zero trust to mankind. The Babylon masters are winning. What to do?
Language is the lane gauge to the soul and God. We spent 25 years of studying to prove it. Lazy is related to weak and feeble. It replaced earlier terms like slothful and idle to describe someone adverse to work or effort. From the Pi root, leg, L-E-G-H, to lie down, to lay. Convenience is that which gives ease or comfort, a convenient article or appliance, but convenience is replacing conveyance.
In the word lazy, it's really simple because it's only 4 letters. So the foundation is L, which is the child mortal. And then you have A to Z, which is our alphabet and a code to our history and our nows. And then we have the N, the roof, the Y. The Y is also its own symbol. In the word convey, it means communicate by transmission, where conveyance adds the word ants, or the root word ants from Latin, meaning antia for the female mortal, or entia for the male mortal. The solution is really easy and it flows like water. Wi-Fi is a chopping motion of cornerings and convergences. That's obvious from observation. Thus, the choices made are a matter of wills. The only thing that really matters is our will and where we place it.
What can we find in the word one? In sounds, it starts with wa, which is the energetic air, and then n, which is the central figure. One is a word reduces to n and en phonetically, n. N is the child. A man or father begins as a child.
There are 87 dimensions to travel through. That's what the Greeks meant and when they had the word Monet. The 87 is the inversion of 78, where 87 is mortals and dimensions for mortals. In immortality, it says, I am mortal. So you get to check out, but you don't get to leave with the 87 dimensions. The inversion is the 78. 78 is the consciousness continuum of the kingdom of God. 78 is 15, P, the letter for perfection, and also the number for a long playing record that has an axis, or a spindle, or a still point. The 87 dimensions were the Monet of Greek times. Money has replaced Monet. These are all attached to emotional energy exchanges. And here in Hell World, where we live, they are based and focused on tokens, shekels, money, and shackles of dramas and cycles of death and rebirth.
The solution? 7 to 8 is the key to know. With the 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and the triune of 7, 8, 9, and why 6 is afraid of 7. And you have the set of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the star in the middle, and 6, 7, 8, 9. And that equals 144, the format of every human. Wa plus N, 1, is the tonal sequences in the prime directive. They connect values to emotional energy. 1 equals Wa plus N. The truth is plain to hear. Wi-Fi is the angle. Water and air is the angel. Angels and angles with the corners versus the flows. And together they make the Ka, the K, the ancient symbol of ice and fire merged to mystery.
Now, if you take the 1 through 9 number scale and use the first letter of each number, then you come with OTTFFSSEN as an acronym, with EN capping it or roofing the acronym. It's the 1 through 9 number scale, and the acronym itself reduces to the word 1, which reduces to N, the child. So the game is for the child, the newborn child that's born pure and in parity with its feminine, its masculine, its neutral, and the force of God. Wa is the energetic air of our plasmic reality. N is the central figure, the one, the CG, the cog, the child of God. One is a word reduces to N and N. N is the child. All persons start out as a child.
A woman or mother begins as a child. The child part never leaves us. The child occupies all 3 positions, 1, 2, 3, and holds hands with God at 4. Every person is formatted the same way and need only to acknowledge it to progress.